Hello, everybody. On this channel, I like to do stories and lives on my research for the books that I write. I also like doing encounters. So this one here is going to be my Bigfoot encounter. I'll do videos later about my paranormal and my UFO stuff. So my Bigfoot encounter started when I was about 12, 13 years old. I was up at my great grandpa's in St. Joe, Missouri. He had warned us that Momo was in the area, and I thought Grandpa was pulling our leg. So me, my two stepbrothers, and my half brother were playing hide and go seek up in the woods, and I was running along the cow trail there. Well, I don't remember which one was it at the time. I think it was the stepbrother that's under me in age. Anyways, I made my way around and was hiding from him and came back up that trail. I mean, this probably wasn't even 5 minutes later. And I came across a footprint about that big. Well, needless to say, I hightailed it back to Grandpa's house because, yeah, great grandpa wasn't full of crap on that one. But that was the first encounter I had. We moved down here. I was 13 when we moved here, so I had to be like, yeah, I was still probably around 12, 13 years old when I had that first encounter. And I moved down here where I'm at now. Always knew something was out here. I'd hear noises, which kind of told me. Of course, back then, the only thing I knew about was Momo. And every now and then, I mean, throughout the years, I've been here 30 years now, I get hoops, hollers, and other noises, and I see structures and stuff like that out here. But here alone, I sadly, Mom didn't get to see this come to pass, but when I bought the property off of Dad, he'd gotten a truck and an RV after paying his debt off. I was out there with him one night, and we were watching a movie. My oldest was at work, my youngest was here, and kept hearing something play with the side of the RV, and kept sound like something small walking across the top of it, and kind of felt it shake a little. I chalked it up at the moment to my youngest daughter trying to play a prank on us, knowing that she was scared of the dark, but that was what was crossing through my head. About 30 minutes after that happened, I went, the movie was over, I left, was heading back here to the house, and down below, just down over here, this was weird because, I mean, it was three different noises back to back. They were loud enough that it rang my ears and I can feel it reverberate in my chest. But I had three loud hoot owls calls. Right after that, three loud bark calls. Right after that, and the closest way I can describe it is like three weird bird calls. So that pretty much told me that my guests were back. My little friends. Well, my big friends. But ever since Dad left and Mom left, I guess you can say, activities ramped up out here. I get footprints, possibly have a hand in the snow that looks like this underneath one of my game cams. Structures, scrapes, and for a long time, when I was down in my other place, when I was in the process of buying this one, I'd sit in my easy chair in the living room, and right next to my TV, over to the left, is a window out of my living room, and I kept feeling like I'd have something watching me through that window. Now that I'm up here, my computer sits here in my little office here off to the side of my bedroom, and I got a window right here, and every now and then I'll get it sounds like a little tap on the window. I look and don't see nothing. I do get feelings from time to time that I don't need to be in the woods, but my general feeling here is it's been friendly. I haven't had a bad encounter yet. The times I do get them bad feelings, I stay out of the woods. If I absolutely have to go out there, then I'm packing my 7 mag, my 40, and a large knife. But when I get them feelings, I generally don't go to the woods unless I absolutely have to. I can't share pictures or anything. I can't go into a lot of detail. I'm doing a docu-series with Linda Eastburn. So until that comes out, I can't share my videos. I have gotten gifts twice. The first one, from what we can figure out, and DA helped on this, DA Roberts, I gotten, the closest thing we can come to is possibly a bulldog skull, pup skull. It wasn't big. I mean, it was about the size of my hand. It wasn't very big at all. My dad has had 2 different types of bulldogs out here. An American bulldog and a British bulldog. Both of them full grown. The only other closest one around here is about 3-4 miles to my west, and it's an adult too. There's been no pup bulldogs right here. Now, it's not a definitive bulldog skull, but that's the closest thing that we can match it to. But what was interesting about it is I was out changing batteries and SIM cards in my game cams, and I had come up here and grab some more batteries because I didn't have enough for my other game cam back out here, and went back out, changed that out. Within 10 minutes came up and that skull was sitting in front of my door. At first I chalked it up, dogs must have brought it up, and then DA brought out, the dogs were with you, and I was like, I didn't even think about that. 2 weeks to a month most later, I was sitting in here working on Saga Grimson Book 1, the beginning, and it was just me, the cats, and the dogs were going nuts. I looked out the window, didn't see anything in the drive, so I was like, okay, somebody must have walked down the drive. So I went to the front door. When I opened up my front door, there was a Little Caesars pizza box sitting in my front door, by my front door. Which is weird. Yes, I do eat Little Caesars pizza. I have not ate it here, and the last time I ate it was somewhere within a year, and that was at Lodge down in Springfield. So we didn't have Little Caesars here. But the only other experience I've had, because I've traveled this world in the military. I've done 13 years. I was in the Marine Corps. I was in the Army. I've done 4 deployments. And I remember being in Shellwater Bay training area in Australia. And there's a house out there in Shellwater Bay. Now, the Aussies told me that this house, the people who lived in this house, the settlers there, were massacred by the Aborigines. They were also telling me about the Yowie, which has caught my interest on that. I started to go into the house, and I got that feeling that I should not go in there, that something there was watching us and did not want me to go in. If I had went in, something bad would have happened. I can't say that was a Yowie experience. I can't say that was paranormal. It was probably one or the two. I myself have never physically have seen a Bigfoot. I just get feelings. I get structures and all this prints and all this other stuff and these sounds. I've never personally have seen one. But that's my Bigfoot encounter. If you guys have any encounters of any type that is cryptid, paranormal, supernormal, mythological, folklore, or anything like that, email me at cryptidandmythological@gmail.com. I'll get your stories, put it out there, and I'll do some more stories later on about my ghost encounters and my UFOs. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.